first one.
Today we want to give an update of our weight loss. And
weight loss.
we started to go vegan in March. It was actually March the 10th or 11th. And we went literally vegan overnight. And we are just... It is just amazing.
Amazing.
An amazing experience.
So it's been, what, 7 months now?
7 months.
7 months.
It's pretty crazy. Time flies.
Yes.
I feel like we've been vegan for like years. It's only been 7 months.
No, it feels so natural.
It's so natural. It's not even like an
We don't
effort.
think about it anymore.
Yeah.
You know, we don't.
I remember the first month or first 2 months even, I was thinking, I can't believe I'm eating vegan.
I never thought you would eat vegan.
And it's working, you know? And even then, I gotta say, it already felt very natural. You know, once your mom came up with the recipes, right?
Yeah.
That we could eat. And then we saw those videos about different things that we can eat that, you know, is simple and doesn't involve meat and whole grains and whole vegetables, whole plants. It worked. And
Yeah.
really the sauces, right? The sauces are what makes it.
Yeah.
And of course, the first weeks were a little confusing.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie. You know, we had to figure out new recipes,
Exactly.
and yeah, it was a little confusion.
Like the super
You
pancakes.
know,
Those are awesome.
Those are good. I know.
And so filling and gives you so much nutrients, right? You know?
but we first had to figure out how to combine all these, you know, all these
Ingredients?
ingredients. Like we didn't know that flaxseed is a binder and bananas are binders.
Yeah, we try to add in
Because,
as many
you know, we
healthy
always
spices, healthy ingredients as we can. We avoid oils. We avoid saturated fats.
Exactly. Saturated
Yeah.
fat, especially.
And we always used eggs as binders, and so we had to figure out how to do this.
You know, but the surprising thing is that finding out that you didn't have to use oil for a lot of stuff. You know,
This was very
you know, like
interesting.
sautéing or frying. You know, it's not needed.
You
can
don't
just
need it.
depending on what temperature you set the pan to, you just put right it on there. Right?
Yeah.
You just put it in.
Because before we used actually a lot of oil, and we thought it was okay. We used olive oil and coconut oil and canola oil.
Vegetable oil.
Yeah. And
Sunflower
now
oil.
we realize
Sunflower
after we watch nutritionaleffects.org, right?
Yeah.
And Honor to Die by Dr. Krager, we realize, you know, we don't really need to have
No.
all this oil in our
we don't need it.
foods. We really don't.
No.
And it's amazing how you can make such delicious food and it's still healthy.
Yeah. No, and definitely it's not as heavy. You know, a lot of the
Yeah.
food doesn't taste as heavy.
I don't feel like I get bloated as often, you know? Like the bloating is kind of gone. I can't remember the last time I got bloated. And that's uncomfortable.
Same here.
Well, I think also part of that is also the regularity, right? That comes from.
Oh my
eating vegan.
gosh, my metabolism is on fire. I don't think I've ever been proud of my metabolism in my life.
All that fiber, you just naturally, especially if you stick to whole foods.
Yeah.
So much fiber.
Your body digests it really well.
Yeah.
Whole foods.
Really great for the gut, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Everything's just working better in our bodies.
And let's not forget about our energy. We have so much more energy. I mean,
Yes.
we don't lay around
Yeah, you
all
know,
day. what
exactly.
we
Yeah.
sometimes used to do, you know. not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, I would say that after a long, you know, week at work, on the weekends, you know, you guys know this, I just lay around, don't want to do much, right? But now, you know, it's like, hey, let's do this. You know, it's not, there's less resistance.
Yeah.
Right? Just get up and do it, right?
Yeah.
And before it was like a lot of resistance.
Oh my gosh, I used to enjoy sleeping during the day. Like I was like, oh, I just want to lay down, just not do anything. But now it's like, you're like, okay, the sleep was great, but I'm ready to like get, you know, the road, you know, hit the road and stuff. And you just can't sleep even if you wanted to. And I always tell people that, like, there's just so much energy. You just want to make your bed, and then you just want to like figure out what to do, and it's really great. It's a
Yeah.
really great, you know.
This for me,
shift.
part of that is the weight loss, right?
Yeah.
So I think at
Definitely.
this point, what have I lost? Depending on what we measure from, right? Anywhere between 45 to 50 pounds.
That's a lot of fat.
7 months.
In 7 months.
Just imagine
And
carrying
not
that with
even
you.
trying as hard, just
Yeah.
not eating meat and dairy products. This is all.
It's just crazy. If someone told me that
It's crazy.
before,
And you haven't
I'd be
done
like,
any crazy exercising. You haven't done anything like, oh, I need to run every day. And
exactly.
like,
well, the exercise
know.
kind of comes naturally, right?
it comes naturally when you have the energy
When
you
you
want
have
to
the-
move
yeah,
more,
yeah.
which is nice.
It's like, hey, I'm going to start playing basketball again. And when
yeah.
you play basketball, hey, let's go hiking, right? So and you go hiking, right?
It's nice that it's natural, like it's not forced. Like you don't feel like you're forcing yourself
Sure,
to do anything.
sure.
It just comes, you
Yeah,
know.
you take by steps,
Yeah.
and each pound, helps, right?
It really does.
Yeah.
Every pound, I feel even
Every
better.
pound counts. It is like really interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
Until you get to your ideal weight, right? You know?
Yeah, and then you're good.
I'm pretty close.
I
Pretty
know
close.
you're really close. Mom's there.
I just really want to tone up a little bit more
Yeah.
and see a little bit more muscle because
Yeah.
I don't want to look all frail and skinny. I want to look healthy and
Strong.
strong. So we definitely don't want to be like
Yeah.
a skinny family,
No.
absolutely not.
Well, I do have to build more muscle because with all the weight loss, I do have loose skin, right?
So you need to get more muscle and
To fill it out.
protein, right?
It's true.
It's all about
Exactly.
the protein.
No, but definitely reinflate, right, with muscle.
Yeah.
And also the skin's gonna tighten up. It's already starting to tighten. So.
Yeah.
But
It is like looking amazing. It's like,
thank you. But 7
month
months,
ago-
that's very fast.
That was so fast. Like if people could see before pictures
Exactly.
of you and like how you used to act and
You know,
everything.
I regret not taking like a before picture before we got started. But who would have thought that this would happen?
yeah, it was really not like we
What a
didn't go
surprise.
we didn't
Yeah.
go vegan because of our weight. We didn't have really health issues, or we didn't feel we have health issues.
Yeah.
It was really just for our animals. We were like watching these documentaries and we were like, enough is enough.
Exactly.
We don't want to be part of this
Yeah.
insanity anymore.
Seeing the
This
cruelty of animals
cruelty.
turned me off, and I
you
didn't
have
even
to
want
see
to.
it.
Yeah.
And you have to read about it, and it is insane what
That's
we
very
do to
sad.
our
It
animals.
turns you off when you see that. You don't want to even eat the product that you enjoy so much because you know that animal had to suffer so much to make it, and it just, that's pretty much what turned me off. It wasn't like, oh, I missed the taste of it. It was like, why would I miss the taste of something that like was abused? Like, just, it's disgusting.
No, once you said, we watched those videos. I came home and you're like, hey, you have to watch this, and I'm like, what is this we're watching? It's so depressing.
It is so depressing.
It's like,
it is
why are you
really
showing me
depressing.
this?
I didn't
And
want to
it's-
see it.
Not a surprise that almost nobody wants to watch this.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't want to watch this.
Everybody
we were like,
wants to
heck no.
avoid it,
We are like busy. We have jobs. We have things to do.
Live
and
a
then
busy life.
in the little time we have left, to maybe watch something
It was
on
so
television. Who wants to choose a documentary about animal cruelty? But thanks goodness we did it, and I actually forced everybody to watch it because everybody told me, "Oh, I know,
Because I have seen documentaries like that
but
before.
you have to watch the right thing."
But yeah, when you see more of it, you're kind of like, it
And-
hits you.
Well, if you care about the world and the environment,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you do have an idea that something like this does happen, right? So it's not like you're clueless about it, right? Well,
Yeah.
maybe some of us are, but I was aware that factory farming wasn't good, but it doesn't really hit home until you actually see the footage,
See
right?
it.
you have to
I mean,
see
it's
the footage.
different when you
just one time, and there's so much footage on YouTube,
Bunch of
and
footage.
it's.
there's a lot of people who worked their way in and spent a lot of effort capturing this footage, right?
And we will
we have
never
a lot more
show
of it now.
we will never show footage on our channel because we don't believe in it. I absolutely dislike when somebody throws footage of animals slaughter in the middle of speaking. I just don't want to see it anymore because I've seen it. I don't eat animals and dairy products anymore, and it is literally like again and again
You can easily find it.
depressing.
If you want to
depressing
see the truth,
it.
you need to
Shocking.
have that motivation to see it. You have to have that desire to see it if you really want to see the truth of everything.
Or at least to have somebody who cares about you, kind of influence you to see it. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Because it gets crazier and crazier. More and more people are on this planet and want to eat meat, and these factories get bigger and bigger, and
Billions of animals.
like when you
It's
read
just
up
like-
the technicians who work in these
Yeah.
slaughterhouses, not knowing what to do, and then they hang up these animals, and they are still conscious, and they get literally put into hot water alive. It is literally when you read up.
Well,
don't
you know,
even
I mean,
watch
the
it, I just
process.
read up.
No, the process that
And-
they worked on because of a lot of the protests. You know, they try to work out a more humane way, right? I mean, what's so humane about killing animals?
What's the
right?
definition of humane?
Yeah, what
There's
does
no
that mean to
humane.
be humane?
There's no good killing or bad
But
killing.
just for argument's sake, right? That they figure out a way to make it what's the word, less painful, right? Or you know, knock them out, stun them, or you know, they use a knocker, you know, pretty much kill them ahead of time, right?
That's like you're
But the problem
stealing
is that-
someone's life.
Yeah, but the problem is that we know
Yeah.
that they don't always work, right?
don't always
miss,
work.
Yeah.
right? What happens
They
when you
miss.
miss? They don't.
And they miss
don't
a lot.
stop.
They miss more than we think.
don't
We
stop
think
the
maybe it
production.
happens once in a while. No.
Even if
No.
it's rare, right?
Yes.
We're talking about billions of animals, right?
Billions of animals.
Millions, right?
Oh my gosh, trillions
Millions,
every
in a
year.
short period,
Guys,
billions throughout the year.
trillions every year. It is unbelievable, but it's literally trillions. And this number drives me crazy because I really cannot imagine a trillion. What does it mean, trillions? But that's the truth. Trillions of animals get killed. And every second animals get killed. And it is like sickening. It is insanity. It is cruelty. It
Like,
is,
we're treating them as
let's
objects.
Stop doing this.
Yeah, we're
Let's
treating them as
just-
objects. Like they deserve to have their full life. Like we don't deserve to take it away from them just because we're selfish and like we want our meat and stuff. And
We
like
cannot support.
we want the luxury of going, you know, and eating.
We cannot
animals. It's
support
like-
people in slaughterhouses
Yeah.
anymore because they will find other jobs. You know, they will find other jobs. Literally, we have to stop supporting them because this job, I'm pretty sure, gets paid pretty well. Because who wants to do it? I mean, I don't know. I don't know too many people who could do this, but I don't know. Like I think they pay people well to do this kind of job.
It must be a hard job.
Must be such a hard job, and I have heard documentaries where those kind of workers say, I don't eat meat anymore. I do this because I need to feed my family, but I am not eating meat anymore, and that is so interesting. Why? Why don't you eat this meat anymore? Because I guess it is just like they know what they do to these animals and what they have to go through. And I think when they see flesh in stores, they are like seeing all these dead animals and blood and cruelty and
also reading,
sadness.
I learned that people that work in these factories, it's actually really bad for their own health
Yes.
because
Yeah,
of
yeah.
all the
Pathogens.
you know, and it actually shortens their life and stuff. I mean, and there's so much more to that. It's just crazy.
Definitely.
It's like very
something
toxic actually for everybody.
But you know, just to kind of reiterate, you know, even if they have a good system, right? Even if they miss 1 out of 1,000, right, or 1 out of 10,000, that's still. How many are we talking about when we're talking about billions, right? That do not get the proper, you know, method that they came up with, right? That get killed or slaughtered or cut open or boiled alive, right? Imagine that. They're there and they're hung upside down and they can feel everything, they can sense everything, and they're going down and they literally get a saw that cuts them right through the middle, and all their intestines and everything just fall out.
And we know now how intelligent these animals are. And if you don't know it, you really have to read up how intelligent cows and pigs and chickens are. They are more intelligent than we actually know. We still find out every year more interesting facts about them, and it is amazing. These animals are amazing. We just call them farm animals because somebody came up with this word, farm animal, but these are unique animals, just like all these, you know, other animals like dogs and cats. And
You know, we're all related. You know,
we are so related to them. And when you watch fun,
If you've had any animals as you know, as companions, right, you will see that.
yes,
They have their own personalities, right? You know, they have their own variances. You know, they have their own quirks. You know, they have different things they respond to. You know, and they all feel and they all love, right? And they all like get angry.
they all
Yeah.
dream.
You know, they all get
Yeah.
afraid. You know, they all feel pain, right? I mean,
And of course, they all like to eat, just like we do.
oh, they love to eat.
If we were in a factory and somebody would give us all this food, they could fatten us up, and
Yeah.
we would be like all. Like,
And we also see that if you
Rolling
invest a lot of time into them, right? It's amazing what you can teach them, right?
exactly.
And but if you do the opposite, right, and you just keep them in a cage, right, then
Locked up.
you really stunt their growth.
It's like humans.
emotionally.
Just like humans.
Humans, if you lock someone in a room their whole life, they
We have
wouldn't do that much
documentaries
growing.
of children who were locked up for years and abused, and they were
or
literally
just neglected, right?
unable
They're just neglected. They don't even
to
be locked up.
grow up as like healthy adults and live a healthy normal life. They were literally messed up for their whole life. And anyway, we just wanted to give you an update.
Yes,
They're doing amazing.
I have lost 15 pounds. I don't think we got to me yet about my
Oh,
weight.
I'm so sorry,
We were
Stephanie.
jumping ahead into the other stuff, which is very important.
Yes.
But yes, this is our weight loss video / other topics
Yes.
video. And I've lost 15 pounds, and I have around 10-ish more to go, and I'm excited about it because I feel better and better the closer I get.
Oh, you're looking great.
Thanks.
Absolutely amazing.
So how much did you lose?
10 pounds.
10 pounds.
So altogether, we've lost like 65, 70 pounds.
70 pounds.
Somewhere around
And
that.
The energy in this house is such a. We have so much energy in this house.
Yeah.
So much better.
We like right now we want to go to like a restaurant because we save so much money eating a vegan lifestyle.
Yeah.
We
So-
literally have so much money
Yeah,
left.
but not
and-
vegan prepared foods, right?
No.
You know, prepackaged foods. For some reason, they're more expensive, or at least as much expensive as the
Yes.
meat varieties, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is strange, right? But if you
Very
stick to the
strange.
whole plants, right?
Yeah.
And
Oh.
you buy, you just buy them raw, or buy them, large packages, right? Or even not even large package. They're inexpensive
And they're healthier
and they're healthy.
than the processed
So much
packaged
healthier.
food. So, yes.
So we are going to the vegan restaurant right
Yeah.
now.
Yay!
Nice little treat.
I'm so
And,
excited.
and like they are very expensive too. Like actually,
Sometimes the one we're going to is not as
it
expensive.
is not as expensive.
Yeah.
It is,
It is that running joke, right?
there is this
This is
joke
great.
that
Tastes almost like meat. How
Yes.
much is it?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Exactly.
It
So
is
people get that idea in
expensive.
their
We
head.
don't know why. The food is not expensive in the store. We are buying rice and beans and
How cheap is rice?
fruits and
cheap are
vegetables
beans?
and what else? What else?
Vegetables in bulk? Cheap.
Potatoes, sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
So much to buy, but it really is so cheap.
Yeah, like the
and-
meal we made yesterday, we had around 8 members of our family here, and all together the amount it costed to like make the food and everything was around $15. And if you go out to a restaurant, that's like for
That's
one
one
person,
person.
one person a
Yeah.
meal. So if there's 8 of us that were able to
And it was
enjoy a
super filling,
delicious, healthy, filling meal, meal for that cheap.
I
oh my
think
gosh.
this is one downside. As a vegan, you have to prepare a little bit more, but you get used to it.
Yeah, and it becomes
Well,
fun, and
I
it's
mean-
like
Used to
you
it.
But
shouldn't.
that didn't take much preparation.
No,
No,
it
it
didn't.
didn't.
It really
we
didn't.
have a video on it.
It's like
Yeah.
15, 20 minutes.
What is it? The
15
mushroom tofu spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Takes 15
It was
minutes.
the most delicious spaghetti meal I must say I've ever eaten.
Yeah.
Rated a fantastic job,
Thank you.
and it was
Yeah,
amazing.
it's very
My favorite.
tasty, and I feel like everyone should just enjoy to cook,
Yes.
every once in a while.
And-
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I know for
The
some
longest part is boiling the water and then, boiling
Right.
the noodles.
Some people
afterwards,
just sit around for 15 minutes
Yes.
doing nothing. Like,
Right.
everyone has time. Everybody has a little bit of time to make food.
Yeah, just get the
We love
pre-chopped
food.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Get them pre-chopped.
Yeah.
They sell them now. Not much more expensive.
Anyway, we wish you a wonderful day.
Yes.
And yeah, maybe in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we will bother you with another updates.
Yay! Maybe we'll lose more weight, or I will have.
And I'll be hopefully more muscular.
Yeah.
Yes.
More muscles.
Toner, more
Exactly.
muscular.
Yes.
Because we don't really want to lose too much more weight. We just want to work on our muscle mass.
Save the farm animals!
Yes.
Yay!